What's up, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to give you guys a very quick update about Tesla and the markets. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. Anyways, when you zoom out of Tesla, what you'll see is that we have this very nice looking bull flag setup that looks just like this. And you can see that Tesla got a nice breakout right here. So what happened was in the morning, we actually saw Tesla come back down towards 335, the exact level I was talking about. I also mentioned that in case that failed us, we could even test as low as like 331. But then I said after that, we were expecting a bounce between 335 and 331, and that Tesla could once again continue to break out. And that's what's happening so far. Tesla's pushing to this resistance near 346. So if we break out of the 346s or that 346 to 347 range, I think Tesla could be pushing for the 350s next. We did talk about that earlier and also yesterday, and that's what's happening so far. The 4 hour is looking quite strong right now. We're doing a great job, and Tesla's outperforming most of its counterparts. So it's very awesome to see this. Looking at the 5 minutes time frame, there was some chop for the first couple of hours, but then as time went on, Tesla's beginning to uptrend and still looking quite bullish. So look for a test of 346 to 347. If we break that range, there is a chance Tesla could break out a lot more. I'm calling out this range because there were times when Tesla rejected near 346. There's another time it rejected near 348. So, in that range, I would just recommend being careful. But I do think we could be going a bit higher on Tesla. And then let's see if we could continue to hold above these levels. If so, if we break past that 347 area, I'm looking for an attempt for 350 plus. Once again, a nice breakout on Tesla looking quite solid. Also, if you want to be a bear, you want to see us get back below at least 340 to retest 338 and then 335. As long as we're above 340, Tesla's looking bullish. And for now, we're favoring a retest of these highs over here. If those break, we could be breaking out a lot more. So I think we're looking quite strong. For SPY, we're looking a bit more bullish as well. So it's not just Tesla, the whole market's actually trying to push a bit. We dipped a little bit like we talked about in the morning. We didn't go as low as 642. We actually held above that, and we're looking bullish now. However, I want to just add that for the broader markets, when you look at the 5 minutes time frame, there's also a lot of chop right here. So right here, we're actually quite choppy. So be careful with the chop that's there. That could really hurt premiums. But despite that, we're slowly pushing higher on SPY, and this could be trying to get closer to all-time highs, unless we end up losing 642. So if 643.5 fails, the 642 should be tested. If that fails, yes, we could turn back down. For now, we are favoring upside in terms of this direction, so we could be pushing closer to all-time highs. Same thing with the QQQ. Now, if the triple Q loses 570, it could be dumping. But for now, we're going to be favoring 573.5 or above. So I think this could be testing the highs from Friday for a slow push. Overall, it looks more bullish. We're seeing tech holding up thanks to Nvda and other tech stocks. The IWM, however, could be retesting 232. It looks a little bit weaker, so I could see some downside. It needs to reclaim 235 to balance more, but I do see a little bit of downside for it for the short term. For the more medium term, however, for the next couple of days/weeks, the IWM still has an inverse head and shoulders right here, so this could actually bounce and push higher, back up towards the resistance. ES is also looking more bullish, higher highs and higher lows. Now, if we lose 64.38, we could turn back down, but as long as we hold above that, we're favoring a retest of these highs. I think it's going to chop around, but slowly push closer to 64.80, then 6,500 after that. NQ is looking bullish. We're favoring 23,600 or above. Sorry, 23,700 or above. That's what I meant to say, this imbalance. So we look a bit more bullish on NQ. If we lose 23,400, we could turn back down, but we're still favoring upside. Bitcoin's holding up well, as long as we don't end up losing essentially 110,000. We're favoring 113,000 plus. Like I said before, Tesla's looking more bullish. We should be retesting these highs that we saw in like mid August, but then once the highs of August break, then we're looking for like the 350s. We'll see if Tesla could break those, so look for some upside. Nvidia is favoring 182.5. As long as we don't lose 180, we're looking pretty good. But overall, it looks a bit more bullish. For Apple, we're looking more bullish. If we end up losing 225, I think that's not going to be a good sign. But as long as we're above that, we're favoring 230 and possibly higher if that breaks. Let me just go over a couple more for AMD for those who are interested. We're range bound, right? when we're at 160, we like to, bounce, but as we hit around 167, we like to reject. So we're in the middle right now. We might retest 167. We'll see if we reject. Coinbase is range bound. We have a gap to fill around 320, but if we end up losing 305, we could be dipping. Look for some consolidation and a slow push for essentially 312. For Amazon, if we end up losing 226, it's going to be bearish. As long as we hold above that, we're favoring the 230 plus area. Meta has a nice triple bottom. I think it could be retesting 757 if that breaks. We're looking for the 760s. For Google, we're looking a bit more bullish as long as we don't end up losing 208. 211 is coming or above. We did talk about that earlier. 211 is going to be a tough resistance. If that breaks, we're looking for like 212.5, then 215. We look bullish, but I want to see us break 211 for confirmation to remain more bullish. We have 509 as resistance, 509 as resistance on our Microsoft charts. That's going to be our 20 EMA. Look for 509. If that breaks, we're looking for essentially 514 next. The VIX might be retesting the lows we saw on Friday, but keep in mind 14 is a support, so we're going to see if it holds that or not, but it could be dipping a bit more. And for now, the market does look a bit more bullish. It's chopping around for spine. The QQQ, there's some chop, but overall the trend is still more in favor of bulls. And then for Tesla, we look a lot more bullish. We have a bull flag setup. Once again, I'm not going to go over all the news right now in this video. I'm going to go over the news later on, but I just want to let you guys know in a quick update, we could be retesting the highs we saw over here on Tesla. Then eventually the 350s could easily come. We look more bullish, so give this the time it needs. Thank you all for listening, and peace out.